Drawing shape number 8. So once again, we always start off with taking a look at the actual shape. In this case, it's a 2.25 by 0.75 plus 0.75, which is 1.5 width. And then my total height is 0.5 plus 1, so it's 1.5. So there are my total dimensions. There's a 45-degree angle right there. Probably the easiest way to do this would be to build this base rectangle and then extrude up this rectangle and then do a cut to cut off the two diagonal portions of it. So starting off, I'm going to do the 2.25 by 1.5 by 0.5. So I go over here and I create a sketch. And I'm starting from the bottom. So I start right there. I do a rectangle that is and then we are going to extrude it up 1.5. Home to get the size right. And there is, oops, not 1.5, so I'm going to double click on extrusion and change that to 0.5. And there it's the right shape. Okay, now I need to put in this back corner right here the next rectangular shape. So I'm going to create a 2D sketch on this surface. And on that back corner, I'm going to do a rectangle that is 0.75 by 1.25. And then I hit finish sketch and I extrude, and this will be extruded up 1 inch. Change that to 1 inch. Okay. Now the next thing I need to do is get that slice right there and that slice right there. So I'm going to start with this one on this face. So I'll go over here, create 2D sketch on this surface, and I am going to project geometry. I'm going to project that geometry right there and that geometry right there because that's what I'm going to measure from. As long as I don't have it on the center, I'm going to draw those two lines so they connect. And then I'm going to dimension. This is 0.5 over and 0.5 up. Escape. So I hit dimension. This point here to this point here should be 0.5 over. And this point here to this point here. And I want that to be a dot. And that's not really working quite right, so I'm going to go back over here. If this is 1 inch, that means it's 0.5 on this side too. So I'm going to do 0.5 there to that dot right there. And that should be 0.5, and it is. And I hit finish sketch, and I extrude this shape right here, and I'm going to do a cut, and it's going to be through all. And so there's that, and then the last one I have is this over here. So I'm going to create a 2D sketch on this surface right here, and that's a 45-degree angle that is 1.25 up. So once again, I'm going to do a project geometry for this line here, and that's actually the only line I need to project the geometry on. And because I have no short-term memory, that's 1.25. So the dimension from this point here to this point here. Alright, I'm going to do the angle first, which is 45. So from there, click on dimension, from there to there. That should be 45 degrees. And then from there to there should be 1.25. Yep. Okay, so now I have that correctly located. I finish sketch, and then I do an extrude cut for that shape right there through all. And there's my finished shape. And I'm going to change the color of it just because gray gets kind of old. And save it, making sure it goes into the correct folder. And this is ISO number 8.